There are few calendars in markets more important than the economic calendar, and in this video you will learn why, because we are currently looking at a chart of the EUR/USD, Euro/US dollar. Now, as we know, in Forex markets, for example, but this might also be a macro chart as well, or a bigger picture asset like the SPY ETF. But nonetheless, when you look at symbols of this size, it is economic events that ultimately determine the fundamental aspect of those symbols. For example, if GDP in the US is going up a lot faster than GDP in the European Union, then naturally the dollar will get more stronger than the euro. Well, not always. Nothing is a fact in markets, but that's just an example of why the economic calendar is so important, because you want to keep your eyes on all of the upcoming events like GDP. So let us just remind you that to access the economic calendar right from the chart, it takes one click on this calendar icon. Now, when you have the economic calendar open, remember it is customizable, clickable, and engaging, meaning you can create an economic calendar of any size that you need on your screen. More importantly, if you need to expand these data points to learn more about them, you can do that. You can click a drop down here and quickly learn what each input on this calendar refers to. You've even got some really helpful links here to make sure you know and are reminded about these events. So if you wanted to see non-farm payrolls on the chart, you can click this button and it will launch a chart. You can also add it to your own calendar so that you never miss the event. And that is how this economic calendar can be very, very helpful, because after all, these are the data points that reflect and show and illustrate the strength or weakness of a specific country. And after all, in the Forex world, currencies reflect a specific country. So this economic calendar is crucial. And let us be clear that this also does apply to equity investors or other stock traders, because, for example, the S&P 500 is largely a reflection of the 500 largest companies in the US. And these data points say a lot about how the economy in general is operating. Now, if you are in a different part of the world, these same concepts apply to you. If you are in Germany, and for example, you follow the DAX, which is the main index in Germany, well, you don't have to look at just USA economic calendar. You can scroll down and look for the countries that matter to you. We could click European Union, just like that. We could click Germany, just like that. We could click apply. And now the calendar updates, and it updates so quickly that we can now see here are some of the economic events coming up in Germany. Here are some of the economic events coming up in the European Union. And once again, if we need to learn more about why these economic events matter or what they are, we can very quickly open that specific economic event up with a click. Also, pay attention to the bars here where it says 3 bars. These bars are designed to demonstrate just how important this specific release is. So if you see 3 bars, you know it's very popular, you know it's very important, and that's how you can definitely ensure that you understand that this is something to watch. Now, we want to make sure we take you back to the home page on TradingView as well. So we're going to close the calendar, because if you go to the products menu at the top of the menu here on the home page of TradingView, there's a button that says economic calendar. Go ahead and click that. Now, you've got the economic calendar here, and just as a reminder, high importance, 3 bars. You can click this and very quickly see everything that's of high importance. Unclick this, and now you see every single economic event that's coming. What's really fantastic about this page, you're probably going to want to bookmark it, is you can see these real-time countdowns coming. There's really no better way to be prepared than to have this page open on a separate screen. You will never miss an important economic event again, really, if you have this page open at all times. And if you scroll down too far, click coming soon, you'll go right back up to the top to see what's coming up. 29 minutes, we're going to get some reports out of Japan. So if you're trading the USD JPY, all of that information is right here for you. Okay, a few more key things is that you can sort the economic calendar by the specific time frame that you're looking for. So you can get a full week's worth of data by clicking this week and scrolling down. Or you can even look at yesterday's reports to see what happened. Not all of us are trading real-time markets. Sometimes we'd rather reflect on what happened and get a better understanding of what's moving. And you can click yesterday here and see all of the economic events from yesterday. You've got your importance meter, you've got your country, you've got your time, you've got your actual, forecast, and prior. For those who have no idea what actual, forecast, and prior means, let us quickly explain, but let us find one that we can explain with ease. In this case, this is called retail sales month over month, retail sales year over year. The European Union is reporting to traders, investors, and markets how its specific European Union retail sales performed year over year. The actual means what was actually reported. What is the number that was literally reported by the European Union? That is minus 1.2%. That means year over year, retail sales shrunk by 1.2%. Up here, MOM means month over month. Retail sales grew by 0.1% month over month. Next up is understanding forecast. This is very important to understand because the market is always forward looking. It's looking ahead into the future to better understand what the economic calendar and all of these economic events could be reporting. It's trying to get a head start. And they put out their forecast, their predictions. The forecast was for minus 1.1%, but the actual was minus 1.2%. That means that the actual reporting was even worse than the forecast. Oftentimes, the forecasts are fairly accurate. So to see it even be somewhat worse sometimes does catch traders' attention. Lastly, it says prior. This is what the report was prior. In the report before this report, it shrunk by minus 2.9%. So now, based on this video, you understand actual, forecast, prior, and how to operate this calendar. We know, in addition, how to add countries to ensure that we are seeing countries that we want to see. We did not go over removing countries, but it's really as easy as clicking the X and you'll see that these countries will be removed. So if we wanted to return back to just a US and Great Britain calendar, we can do that and click apply, and here it is. A few more final notes is that you can also sort by specific calendar on or category on the calendar. So if you're an interest rate trader, well, you can click interest rates and now you see only interest rates that are coming up, because we clicked upcoming, for the US and Great Britain. If you are a GDP trader who's trying to understand how an economy is moving, you can click GDP and you see it perfectly sorted and presented here. For the sake of this video, we're going to keep all categories because we want to see the economic calendar for all of these categories. So we click all and look how massive it is. All of this data, all of these upcoming reports. We've got definitions as we need them. We can launch a chart. We can see an overview. And as mentioned, we can add it to our calendar. We can even see the prior reports here. And we can scroll down for as long as the date of the upcoming report is known. So you can essentially prepare for just about anything on the economic calendar by looking through this in great detail. You can change your time zone as well. We're currently on Bogota. But why? Because we're recording this video from New York. How about we switch to New York to make this a little bit more streamlined for us? Finally, if you have an app, website, domain, news service, anything of the sort, you can embed this economic calendar right into your site just like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that is the overview into the economic calendar, not only how to use it from the economic calendar page, but also if you're on the chart, how to access it right here by clicking this calendar button. Thanks for watching.